Good day, my name is Laura Burke. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a quick get ready with me. I have lunch plans with my girlfriend Manny, and I thought I might as well sit down and use some all new makeup to get ready today. So I'm going to start with skincare. I just washed my face with CeraVe cleanser. I'm just going to put my hair back. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I had a bare face on camera. And I have a brand new mug. Thank you so very much, Nikki. My father-in-law's girlfriend's Nikki, and she brought us a gift bag full of lovely things from Alaska, and this mug was one of them. And I love the like camp vibe, and it's massive, so I'm so down. So I'm gonna be drinking coffee the entire video, guys. Oh yeah. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is Innisfree Balanced Toner with green tea. I'm just going to put it on a reusable pad. Truth be told, I don't actually like reusable pads. They're pretty like flimsy dimsy. So I have to fold it in half in order to like use it properly. But I mean, save the environment, right? So I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about while I did the get ready with me. And I have a new agent, and he's been doing well and getting me lots of auditions. And I had this audition that I had to do the last couple of days that was singing. And you probably can't tell now because listen to my voice, it's the morning. But I have a pretty decent voice, but I've never been like a singer. And so I was like, I can do this. But my agent is a musician. Okay, next I'm gonna use the Timeless 10% vitamin C and ferulic acid. This is a dupe for the what's that other brand? The better one, SkinCeuticals, I think, ferulic acid one. Oh, so good. And then I'm going to use the Ordinary Buffet serum. And I do different things every day for my face. Anywho, so my agent is a musician, so he has like a perfect ear for pitch, which he says is a blessing and a curse, especially for me. And so the first track I sent to him, he said there was a couple pitchy parts. And so I had to redo it, but I also work at a restaurant. And so I had to like go to the restaurant at night to have my shift. So the last 2 days, 2 mornings, I've spent filming, singing, and I love singing, but it was so stressful, and I was like down to the wire to like leave for work on time, and I want to do a good job, and I'm also not really like technologically proficient. So, I just used the Ordinary caffeine solution. It reduces the appearance of puffiness under the eyes, and then I'm going to use just this Liliana eye cream from Amazon on top of it. And I accidentally filmed it in 4K, which you don't want because the file's too big. One thing I don't understand about the world and technology these days is that technology is so far along. Look at our phones, look at medicine, look at everything, but yet we can't email a file because it's too big. What are you talking about? I find that utterly ridiculous. We have to like make sure it's a certain size. I like can't upload a photo somewhere because it's too big. I truly do not get that. Okay, next I'm going to be using my newest moisturizer. It's the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. It has an SPF 30. I hear this is a dupe for the Tatcha, actually, which is mind-boggling to me because this was like $12 and the Tatcha one's like $100. Anywho, so I needed my boyfriend's help to figure out how to get my file size smaller, and so I'm running off to work and he is figuring this out. We're trying to like talk about it and get everything in. Anywho, my audition is submitted. I did 3 scenes acting wise. It was 7 pages, which is a pretty long audition. And then I did a song. I actually did 2 songs, but we only chose one of them. I actually did 3 songs, but we only chose one of them. And I never want to hear the song ever again. So I'm very happy and proud of what I submitted. and I'm stoked that I have a day off. Today is Monday. I usually have Monday, Tuesdays like completely off. And then Wednesdays I do acting class. So today is a lunch date with my girlfriend Manny, who's also my financial advisor. If you need a good financial advisor, let me know. I will set you up with her because I'm pretty good with my money after like being so awful with my money for years. The last one I'm going to use face care is the Cicapair Tiger Grass color correcting treatment. It's also a SPF, but it's a redness reducer. So I have redness that breaks out along my nose, like here, 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 here. So I like to just add this. And so since I became sober, I've saved up tons of money, and I've done all like the basic financial things. It's like, you know, RSP, index funds, stocks, bonds, all that stuff. But I want to kind of go to the next level, and I think that's real estate. So I'm looking into investing in some real estate, which is exciting and scary because, I mean, I'm not rich by any means, but I want to diversify my portfolio and try to figure out how best to use my money to make more money. And I was never taught that. Like my family, we never really talked about money, how to save and stuff like that. And if I ever have children, that's something that I really want to do. I have no idea what this is. It looks like alien language and I love it. This is my new, I'm going to be wearing this today, but I'll be wearing it off the shoulder, but that's like kind of annoying to do my makeup in. So I'm going to have it up like this. This is from Shein. My Shein hauls have been doing really well on my channel. Like obviously my channel only has like 200 subscribers. I'm just beginning and it's not like a career thing for me. I'd love if it was. That would be super cool. But it's just a hobby. I love doing it. I love doing my makeup. I love talking about clothes and I like making videos. And I think it's made me more aware of what I look like on camera, which is good for acting. Oh, I'm using the She Glam Birthday Skin Primer because it's my newest. I tried to pick all of my newest products. Makeup wise, skin, I just picked my regular morning routine, but makeup wise, I tried to pick my newest products for this video. There's a couple I haven't even tried yet, so I'm super excited about that. And we'll see how they all pan out together. I'm not sure how I feel about this primer. It feels greasy. But it could be like the 4 moisturizers I put on underneath. Anywho, my Shein videos have been doing well, so that's great. I'm excited to keep doing these. I have a blast doing them. All right, my newest not yet used is the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation by ColourPop. This is in Light 50 Warm. I've tried this before and I really liked it, but this is a brand new bottle. My sister went to the States and got it for me, so I'm just going to pump a little bit into my hand and make sure the match is okay. Looks a little yellow. Let's see. It is, but we can make it work. And we're going to, because this is what I want to use today. Warm. It's interesting that, like, you always, you know, think that you're going to end up being the same type of warm or cool or golden or olive, but I'm not. In my experience when I've been buying foundations, sometimes it can be so different. Like, you know how in Sephora or something they have like a color match thing? Sometimes the one that they're like, this is what your color should be, and what I actually am is vastly different. And I haven't tanned in a really long time. I don't know how I feel about this foundation over top of this. I don't know if this is primer, because I know, pretty sure I like this foundation. The color's definitely not the best, but so what else is new in my life? Ian and I went to Cultus Lake last week and had the best time. I talked a little bit about it, but when I was younger, my family would go to Cultus Lake almost every summer because we have family in Chilliwack, which is like half an hour away from Cultus Lake. So we would go on the water slides and go swimming and have barbecues and yada, yada, yada. And my dad would always rent a speedboat and we would go tubing. And those are some of my best memories. Like, I don't actually have a lot of childhood memories. I've mentioned before on this channel, for some reason I have like a really bad memory. I don't remember a lot of my childhood. I don't remember how things happen. Like, I am not a reliable witness. And if a cop ever asked me, I'm like worried because I listen to a lot of true crime. I'm like kind of worried one day I'm going to be in a situation. A cop's like, where were you on June 11th of last year? And I'd be like, I don't know. I have no memories. Which I think is why I keep like a couple journals. I don't like religiously write every day, but I definitely write every once in a while, and I should write more. It's just sometimes I feel like I don't have the time, but I mean, I'm sure everyone feels that way. Time's a illusion, right? Coffee break. Good coffee. Ian and I are still doing keto, so I definitely miss my like delicious coffee creamers, but I just had like cream and like a little bit of sugar-free hazelnut flavoring in there. Keto does really well for my body, and we've been doing it for I think over a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, and it just works well. Like, I haven't had any sugar, and I've already dropped weight, and I've dropped water weight, and I feel good, and I eat less, and I do intermittent fasting. My newest concealer is the Born This Way multi-use sculpting, which I use in snow. And so, but my coffee, I can't not have coffee. I can't not have cream. I can't not do that. So I'm really glad I get to do that on keto, because I think I would not survive if I could not. Anywho, back to my story about Cultus Lake. So we used to go there every summer as kids, and it's some of my best memories. And my parents got divorced when I was in 6th grade, but they were the best divorced parents ever. Like, they were just so kind to each other and didn't ever talk shit about each other, at least in front of us. And, you know, they really worked hard to be good joint parents. They had like a joint bank account for us that they both contributed money for like, you know, my soccer or dance class, or my brother did taekwondo or whatever. And my dad used to take me and my brother and my sister and my cousins, which were on my mom's side, out on this boat almost every year. And we would go tubing, and he'd whip us around in a tube, and we'd fly off. And I just remember it being so much fun. And since I've been dating my boyfriend for the last 2 years, he lived on Cultus Lake for the first year that we were dating. And I was like, I need to rent a boat. I need to rent a boat. I need to rent a tube, and I need to whip people off this tube. Like, I need it. And so I finally got the opportunity when we went to Cultus Lake. I'm like, we're renting a boat. This is what we're doing. And I was lucky enough that Jamie, hi Jamie, thanks for watching. I love you. Jamie's like, she's my #1 fan. She is. Okay, this is always so hard to explain, but I'm going to explain it anyways, because hopefully these videos will be around for a long time, and then I can stop explaining, right? So Ian is my boyfriend. My boyfriend's dad is also named Ian. We call him Ian Sr. His girlfriend is Nikki, and Nikki's kids are Jamie and Sam. Nikki got me this. Another coffee break. Jamie had a summer job. I think it's closed now, probably, for the season. She had a summer job. I feel like I need more concealer at the marina. So she was kind enough to get us a discount. And Jamie and Sam and my dad and Ian's dad and Ian and my sister and her oldest son, Will, all went on the boat. And I got to whip people around in the tube, and I could not have been happier. And there was a moment on the boat when my boyfriend turned and looked at me, and he was like, this was a great idea, babe. This is awesome. Like, we're having a good time. And I was like, I was like, I am the captain of this ship. It was wonderful. We had such a good time. And it was the first time Ian and I have been dating for 2 years. And it was the first time my dad has met Ian's dad. And they met literally at the marina. One of their first conversations ever was like on the tube. I just think that I have this picture of these two 60-year-old men like on the tube beside each other, like looking at each other in glee. It just warms my heart. So lovely. And also, I think the whole thing started because it was my Auntie Janice's birthday, and so my dad was going, and he's like, let's make it like a makeshift family reunion. And I was like, okay. So we all got together, we had barbecues. Ian and I hosted at Ian Sr.'s house, and Jamie's house, and Sam's house, and we had burgers, and Ian and I have virtual reality, like Oculus, like the machine, and man, I look so pale. I need some gosh darn bronzer on this bitch. So the bronzer I'm using is my newest. It's the Milk Makeup Bronzer, and we're just gonna give this a right go. And so when we're together with family, we like to put people into VR. We just find it to be so fun. So this top of this bronzer looks like it's gonna crack wide open, so I'm gonna be careful. So we just had the greatest time, and then it was nice coming home though. I was really worried about the cats. Like, we were gone for 2 nights, 3 days, and I don't know, I guess I got it from my mom. Like, I didn't think I would be such a worrier, but I surely am. And we were driving home, and I was like so concerned that something had happened to them, which, I mean, is probably ridiculous, but, and then when we got home and I opened the door, I literally wept of relief that they were fine. And my boyfriend just thinks I'm hilarious when it comes to that. He's like, you're ridiculous, it's okay, don't worry about it. And I'm like, but babies are okay. I've always wanted kids, and that changed a little bit when COVID hit, because I kind of realized how lucky I am to have time and money and space to just do whatever I want. You know, like, I woke up today at 11 o'clock, and it was just because I have to go to lunch. You know, I make good money, I have lots of jobs, I, act, and I have a couple of regular jobs also that hopefully one day I can get rid of and just be acting full time. But because I'm good with my money and I don't have kids, and I have a partner I'm very lucky that I am financially able to, buy what I want and do what I want and go on vacation, and I'm not unaware of how lucky I am, and I've worked really hard to get it. I'm very grateful. But, if I had kids, I wouldn't be able to chase my own dreams the way that I want to. And as much as I would love to have children, I really love living my life without having to take care of somebody else, and having time with my boyfriend for us to do whatever. And I always thought I wanted kids, but I think now, unless like we're mega rich, I don't think that we will end up having children, which I'm okay with. If I spend the rest of my life with just me and Ian, I will be okay with that. Something else you may not know, being a watcher of my channel, is just how ridiculously in love me and my boyfriend are. I've had many relationships before. I've been married before. I'm divorced. But I've never experienced a love like the one that Ian and I share. I didn't think that it existed. It's so all-encompassing and beautiful and caring and equal and supporting, and just the depth of our love is something you only read about in books. And I'm not even joking. Like, I thought that I was in love before, but a lot of times there's this hole inside, or this feeling, it's like, you're lying to yourself kind of a little bit. And I think that's, oh man, I wanted to use my e.l.f. Halo Glow because that's my newest. Yeah, maybe I'll just put a little bit here. All right, maybe I'll just... I'm not liking this foundation. Which is weird because I remember liking it before the other times I used it. Wonder if it's just like, it's the morning, Laura, like you're exhausted or something. I don't know though. I feel like I need more coverage. I was watching TikToks yesterday as I was like lying in bed about to go to sleep. Do you see this redness that's peeking through? This is what I'm talking about. Like I can never get the coverage I want. I was lying in bed watching TikToks and I saw, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? I have no idea. Hopefully that comes back to me. Let's use this moment for a coffee break. That was my pajamas. I'm wearing this dress and then I'm wearing pajamas underneath. I actually have to take them off because it's really hot in here. I'd love to put the AC on, but it's so gosh darn loud. Do you know what I'm actually gonna do? This is gonna be weird, but guys, we're in this together, okay? I'm gonna take my arms off because it's hot and I'm a sweater and I don't want to sweat through my brand new dress that I haven't worn yet. We're all friends. We're all in this together. So funny. Okay. So complexion is done. It's not as lovely as I'd like. Feels a little glowy, feels a little light. But we are just going to roll with it. And we are going to use, I'm very excited about this, the new, well, new to me, the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in Cupcake. Oh, I've been dying to get my hands on this. I was on a waiting list for a while. It's so funny that like makeup has waiting lists and gets sold out. Like, I mean, obviously, like how many people love makeup? Okay, so I'm going to do under my eyes first. All right, what else can I talk about? Manny and I are going to sushi. Like I said, she's my financial advisor, so I wanted to go and just talk to her about like what else can we do. Like I would really like to invest in real estate. Like what does that look like? How can I take my money out without a penalty? You know, what else should we do? Kind of stuff. I'm excited to go have sushi. It's something I can eat on keto. I think I might make like this is gonna sound weird. I might make like a sauce for my sushi. Just so I know that I have a delicious sauce that I can have there and they're not like giving me something I can't have. Not I mean. Especially because I have gluten-free soy sauce here. So that's good. Alrighty. This is hard to come out. It has like a screen on it. And I like kind of want to like rip the screen off and be like, give me your product. Give me the product. But it probably will help me to not like overuse powder, which sometimes I do. Because I'm an oily bitch. And I don't want to be oily. Yeah, my complexion is just not hitting it for me today. That's okay. That's okay. I'll probably, I might pre-film some videos today because I'm a busy girl. I got stuff to do. And so I was thinking, see, look, there's my bra, guys. Sorry. That's just how we're living life right now. It's how we're living life. So because today's my day off, I think I want to film a couple videos in a row. Okay, this one I'm really excited about and I haven't touched. This is the Shelly Benefit blush. So freaking excited about this. I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I was saying before that I tried them in stores and I think the color payoff sucks, but I've heard such good things. And the color payoff on the Sephora blushes suck, but when you build it up, it looks beautiful. Yeah, like that looks lovely. But it's just something, I kind of like a power in the face kind of thing. Yeah, that looks nice. And that was pretty easy to build up, right? You can't even tell in the, like it looks darker in. real life than it does on video. I really like it. It's got like kind of a sheen to it, I think. I feel like it looks shiny. It might just be my shiny skin poking through, but no, I think it does. I think it has like a nice little sheen. This looks lovely. I think it'll be perfect for my orange Italian off the shoulder dress that I have. Then I can pick a cute purse. God, I love me a good ensemble. Good coordinate. Good purse and outfit and stuff. The only thing is I'm going to curl my hair later. My hair, I washed it last night, so it's just straight, which is fine. I don't actually like wearing it straight down. It gets like frizzy. Like it does not look as good when it's straight as when it's curly, in my humble opinion. Guys, I practically drink this whole thing. I'm obsessed. I'm so obsessed with coffee. Okay, we're gonna move on to eyes. We have 2 new palettes. So one we're gonna do is the new Anastasia, I think it's called Nouveau, yeah. And we're just gonna do a really nice light base. We're gonna live, I think, like in this area right now. And then I'm just gonna add one of my new pressed glitters on top, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm just gonna get a fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna carve out a little bit of a base with Fleur that I have right here. Alrighty. I think my knee's been getting better by itself. Seriously, like yesterday when I get home from work, I got home pretty late and we let the cats out. We live in an apartment building. The cats like to just explore the apartment. Like, I don't know why. They just love it. They love sitting outside. Our neighbors all know them. They're kind. And so I was running up and down the halls for the first time. I used to be like a full-on runner. Like I used to run 5 days a week. And when I injured my leg and knee in January, I haven't ran since. And it literally made me sad. It's made me very sad. And I've gained weight and it's just been tough. You know, I'm on my feet all the time as a server and an actress, and it's been a tough go. Anywho, I ran yesterday down the hall just playing, and I could go. I could freaking bolt. And I was so gosh darn excited. I feel like my knee is getting better by itself, which really excites me because I was supposed to have surgery in November, and the surgery place called me for like a pre-surgery consult. And they're like, hey, are you available this day? And I was like, no, actually, I'm not. I'm away. I'm in Cultus. And they're like, okay, we'll call you back for a consultation. They haven't called me back. I'm sure they will. But I don't even know if I'm going to get surgery now. Because if my knee could get better on its own, I'm going to let it get better on its own. You better believe it. Especially because in surgery, they would take away part of my meniscus because my meniscus is torn. So the meniscus is between like the bone of your knee and then like the bone of your like leg. I'm pretty sure, guys, I'm not a freaking doctor at all. And then the meniscus is like here. It's like literally this shaped, like kind of a wedge shaped, and mine's torn like along this line, so they would just take part of it out and I would have no more pain and I would be able to run again. But there's a chance of me developing osteoarthritis, which scares me and I don't want. So if I don't have to get surgery, I won't. So I'm gonna try. I've just re-upped my gym membership. I put my gym membership on like a hold, like a freeze for a couple months because I was so injured. I really couldn't work out. I bought a recumbent bike for the apartment, but I couldn't run. I couldn't do a lot of stuff. So I didn't want to pay like $60 a month for my gym membership, which is ridiculous, right? I know. I used to pay like $22 a month for years and years and years when I was with Steve Nash. And now there's no Steve Nashes around here. Like ever since they all shut down. Okay, so I'm just going to do this base. I'm going to do a little bit of the same color. I went in a little bit darker with Metro right here. And I'm going to just line underneath my lower lash line with this. So I really miss the Steve Nash, but there's not one around here. So I've been doing Anytime Fitness for years and years, but it's expensive. It's like $27 every 2 weeks. But it's nice that it is anytime, because I used to go all the time after work. Like, I would get off work at like 11 o'clock and I would go for like an hour then, because I have tons of energy, because I just, you know, worked being a server. I really love serving, actually. I know that sounds weird, but I do. I'm good at it. I like it. But I definitely, it's really hard on my body and I don't want to do it forever. I would really, 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 really love to be able to just act or do YouTube for a career. That would just make me so freaking happy. So I'm trying to work my way towards that and manifest it and work hard at it. And I've had a couple auditions in the last couple weeks, so that's really great. I didn't have an agent for a while. I had fired mine. I fired my pretty big agent in late 2019, and then I had in like December of 2019, I fired my agent that I had for 2 years that didn't do much, but it was a big agent and I still had an agent, which was great. And then I had how do I explain what happened to me? I don't know if I want to go through the whole story. I will one day, but I had a personal trauma happen to me at the end of 2019, literally December 31st, 2019. And I had to take a step back from acting to focus on healing myself. And so I did. And I took a couple months off and I had a trip. I went on what was supposed to be a month-long vacation to Europe. I went to Amsterdam for a week and a half. I went to London for a week and a half. And then I was supposed to go to Paris for 2 weeks, but COVID hit. I was in London, England when COVID hit. And I remember it just seemed like such a freaking zombie apocalypse. It was crazy. And I never got a chance to go to Paris. I was planning my Paris trip for like a year and a half and like had maps and had everything and was like learning French, which I now completely forget because of this gosh darn memory. And I was heartbroken that I couldn't go to Paris. And I came home and then everything was closed for 2.5 months. And that was a great 2.5 months for me. I really needed it to heal myself. And I just had such a good time, like waking up in the morning early and doing yoga and going for walks and cooking and writing my book, which is almost finished. You guys, I'll talk more about that one day. And I really healed. And then I had to go out and get another agent. So it's been a long haul for that. So I'm really excited to be able to be actively auditioning again. I'm going to throw on the Tom Ford Bitter Peach. This is one of my favorite perfumes currently, but it's like $300 for a bottle. Every time I go in Sephora, I give myself a spritz. So I'm just going to give a little spritzy sprue. Spritzy sprue. Spritzy sprue. I always do stuff like that. God, it smells good. Okay. All right, I'm gonna open this Beauty Glaze pressed glitter. This is from Amazon. And, oh my God, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to open it. This is gonna take a second. There you go. There you go. All right, I think I'm actually going to put on, yeah, these look great, eyeliner first. I'm going to use, I think probably just like something like this, but I'm going to put on some eyeliner first. I'm going to use 2 of my newest eyeliners to see how they pan out. I guess 3. I'm going to put on my favorite. This isn't new. It's the Makeup by Mario. Just classic brown. So good. I do not like that Physicians Formula eyeliner. It's just not pigmented enough. Doesn't give me what I want. I'm going to throw on some lip gloss because I absolutely don't like, when I watch people doing their makeup, I do not like watching like when they have foundation lips. So I'm just going to throw on, this is my newest to me. This was actually a gift from a girlfriend of mine, Morgan, who's actually an agent. It's just a straight Plump Shot by Buxom. Oh yeah, I need something on the lips. Just a little boom. So I'm gonna put on some glitter and then I'm gonna put this Lash Princess liner over top. I'm very excited to try these glitters. Let's see how they work. Right. I think I'm just gonna kind of concentrate on the outside edge. So they are pretty patchy, but good actual like glitter payoff. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna use a brush. Yeah. Let's see if this will stick to this brush. Great. Wonderful. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, it was like $10 from Amazon, so you get what you pay for sometimes. Sometimes not, though, right? Sometimes the drugstore is just, you know, like the best place to purchase makeup. There's so much good stuff at the drugstore. Just check out my top 3 makeup items at the drugstore video. It's probably a couple videos down. I actually met at the restaurant a couple people who work at L'Oreal and Kiehl's. I didn't know that L'Oreal owned Kiehl's, and I was like, oh my god, the Infallible is my favorite. And they were like so jazzed about that. I thought that was funny. Okay, let's try put on this liner. So we're doing the Essence Lash Princess Liner over top of this. Perfect. I'm gonna put on mascara immediately because sometimes eyeliner can stick your lashes together. That took me a hot minute to do my mascara. I take my gosh darn time doing my mascara. It looks so much better when you take your time. I don't think enough people do. All right, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Telescopic for my bottom lashes. All right, we are almost done here. So I'm going to do a little Thick It Stick It by NYX for my brows. Just a little bit. Pretty hardcore. I'm not like a massive brow person. Like brows have been so like revered and in and trendy, and I'm just like, ah, whatever. It's like an afterthought for me. It's like, great, that looks good. We're good. Right? Yeah, all good. Okay, we're gonna do lips and then we are done. I'm going to attempt to do this Sephora Contour Rouge in Mesquite. It's pretty dark. So I'm going to see how, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to see how I like this. I might like thin it out a little bit. Let's just give it a go. So I think I'm going to soften this out with a lip brush. I really like the Buxom Powerline lip brush that comes attached. It's way better softened. All right, I'm gonna put on the Pick Me Up Matte Revlon, which is the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. And this part right here. It's a little dark for me. All right, we're gonna set this face, which is not my favorite complexion, but the eyes look good, the lips look good. I'm happy with this lip combo that I've created. When I first used the Mesquite, that is the color of the lip liner, it was like way too dark for me, but I think if I like buff it out, it's like very 90s brown. I like the like 90s brown that's going on right now. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I got this fan from a all-inclusive in Mexico, and I love this all-inclusive so much. Ian and I are going back soon, and it's the Grand Serenas Riviera Maya. Very excited to go back. It'll be my 3rd time back there. All right, let's put up my dress properly. Let's take down my hair. It's gonna go off the shoulders. Hair's coming down. Oh, and that's it, guys. Oh, thank you for staying and getting ready with me. This was a real bonding experience, don't you feel? I feel like this was a real bonding experience. Now you know more about me. Hopefully I can know more about you. Write something about yourself in the comments. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will have some more videos. The one I'm really excited is about my Amazon video that's coming up. I think I might actually prepare for that today. Take care, be well, until next time.